Hi guys, welcome to the Embarrassing Questions edition, part 3. And I know a lot of you guys have sent me questions via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I thought, why not answer them for you here? Because some of these questions are very, very good questions. So please send your questions through. I will try to answer them to you personally, or if not, I will have them included in one of these videos. So again, if you haven't already seen my embarrassing questions, part 1 and part 2, please go check them out now, because maybe I have already answered your questions in those videos. So let's get straight into it. The first question is, what do I do with excess facial hair? Firstly, let me explain to you. Hair is all over our bodies. It is actually a protective mechanism that we have as a body to help protect the skin. So what are the causes of excess hair? Is usually from hormonal. When there's imbalance of hormones in your bodies, you might find that a lot of times when you get older, especially when you go through menopause, you have excess hair. Obviously, when you're going through pregnancy, you might find excess hair growing around your mouth area and things like that. Your diet as well as your genetics. So please don't freak out if you think you have more hair than, say, your friend or a classmate or a colleague or whatever. There's pretty much nothing wrong with having hair on your body, because I think that's just how humans are and that's what we are like. There are actually quite a few ways to remove excess facial hair, and that is either waxing, shaving, tweezering, and lasering. However, I don't suggest you guys to go and do this, because especially at a young age, you don't want to do anything to your body that might, affect it in the long run. I do, however, suggest that you can definitely look into threading. Threading was long invented way back in the Chinese dynasties. A lot of the women back then used to thread their eyebrows or facial hair, and it is something that's, obviously this sort of technology as such has been passed down to our modern thing. I think that is probably the most safest way and the most easiest way to remove excess hair. A lot of people have experienced breakouts after removing hair from their bodies, whether it's on their legs, on their arms, on their face. It is grown on your body to help protect your skin from the excessive bacteria or dirt or grime or whatever it is that gets in contact with your body on a day-to-day basis. And once you remove that sort of protective layer, you are more prone to attacks by bacteria, and that is why you're more prone to breakouts when you do remove hairs in certain areas. That's why you get things like ingrown hair and acne spots, breakouts in those areas. There's pros and cons in removing the hair, and I don't think that is something that you guys should be really concerned about. Just because your friends are shaving your legs and shaving the arm doesn't mean you have to. So I honestly think that you should just embrace what you have, and if it's something that's really bothering you, then please, go try threading, or you can tweeze yourself. But if you don't know how to tweeze, then I'll go with threading. If you're not comfortable with plucking or removing your hair by yourself, then definitely go seek a professional to help either thread or tweeze or wax your eyebrows. Looking on the bright side, people who tend to have excess facial hair would have nice, thick, voluptuous hairs on their head. So you will never have to worry about being bald or anything like that. You will literally you are set for life, okay? It is better to have more than less in this situation. So congratulations, and focus on the good points. So the next thing is yellow teeth, and I know all of us out there want the typical Hollywood smile, which is the beautiful straight white teeth. It actually automatically makes someone look 10 times better. I am obviously fortunate to have white teeth, and I had braces for 3 years when I was in high school, so my teeth are fairly straight, although it's not, the ideal Hollywood smile straight, because usually they have like teeth that are like all straight on the row, whereas I had like this 2 rabbit teeth in front. That was weird. Anyways, the point is, the reason why we get discoloration in our teeth, it comes from various reasons, whether you drink a lot of coffee, you eat a lot of chocolates, you smoke, which I hope none of you guys do, and you either chew tobacco, which I hope none of you guys do as well, whether you drink a lot of sodas, especially cola, things like that, that will cause your teeth to discolor. So if you eat a lot of foods that are like quite rich in soy sauce, or like those dark sauces and things like that, that will also stain your teeth in the long run. I mean, there are so many ways out there on how to prevent your teeth from discoloring and how to treat them. So number 1 is regular brushing, and I think this is very important. It doesn't matter how well you brush and how hard you brush, the most important thing is that you need to be brushing at least twice a day. Okay, at least brushing it morning and night is very important. And I think brushing your teeth for more than 5 minutes. Otherwise, you're not even allowing the toothpaste to do its job and you're already rinsing it out of your mouth. Just keeping in the back of your mind that you need to reach all the hard to get places. So all of those big teeth at the back there, which are your molars that you chew on, like the heavy duty stuff, you need to look after them too, because when they get decayed and infected and you need to pull them out, no more steak. And when you're brushing, make sure you're going up and down, in and out, and around. So you have to reach all those hard to reach places. Nowadays, people suggest to go and get your teeth cleaned professionally by a dentist at least once or twice a year. So I do suggest doing that. The number 2 thing is, I guess, try to avoid eating dark foods, but I know that's really hard. If you are someone who is like me, who needs to drink coffee like every day and who needs to drink tea every second, then maybe try to drink those things through a straw so it's not actually passing your teeth. Doing something like that can help reduce the discoloration, but it won't prevent it like completely. Another way is rinsing your teeth out with vinegar. If you haven't already watched that video, go check that out. Vinegar is an awesome thing and it can help in so many ways. So you can definitely try that, as well as, I know right now the current trend is oil pulling, is where you actually use either coconut oil or olive oil or whatever oil there is, sort of have that in your mouth for about 20 minutes and it will literally pull out all the gunk in your teeth, and in long term it will make your teeth whiter because there's less gunk in your teeth. Another way to naturally brighten your teeth is orange peel. So once you peel the orange off, you just use the orange peel and just sort of rub it against your teeth and your gums. If it's something that you've done regularly in like say a week or 2, you'll definitely notice a difference. At the same time, you could always just eat an apple and make sure you chew the apple in your mouth for as long as you can. So make sure that all the acidic properties in the apples is working and removing any, plaque buildup and tartar on your teeth. The last topic I want to talk about today is something that I personally suffer from, is love handles and excess belly fat. Some of you guys have asked me, what do I do? Why is it that when I gain weight, I always gain excess weight on my stomach? And why is it that I cannot never get rid of fat on my love handles? These 2 are the most common questions that I even ask myself and others. It has a lot to do with exercise and diet. And I know that I sound like a broken record, and I know everyone else tells you the same thing out there, but it is true. That is why people tell you that. Women tend to store a lot of excess fat around the stomach because biologically we are meant to carry a baby and give birth and nurture this, living being. The women bodily parts, when we carry the baby, we carry it in our stomach. So that area is quite a vital area for the women, especially in general. When we actually store fat, we tend to store in that area because it helps to protect whatever's inside. And obviously there's other reasons, like if you're sitting down all the time, the fat tends to store in those areas because you're not exercising those areas as frequent. Love handles is the section pretty much on the sides of your stomach, focusing towards the back. And that area is the least exercised because there's not really a specific exercise that you do on a daily basis that could exercise that area, unless you're doing some weird bend to pick up things in a weird way. It is an area that, a lot of people store as fat, whether it's even in males. It is so common in men that they have machines in the gym to help exercise those areas, because I know men are very, they want the whole 6-pack. As women, there's a lot of exercise that we can do. We can go swimming. So when you're swimming, you are actually exercising all of your upper body and you're getting rid of all the fat here, especially down to your waist. You can definitely do hula hooping. I love to hula hoop. That's fun because you can hula hoop while you watch TV, you can hula hoop while you're watching my videos, you can hula hoop while you're on the phone, you can pretty much hula hoop any time of the day, and that will work the abdominal area. Definitely massage those areas that you want to get rid of the fat, because when you're massaging the areas, you're creating more blood circulation in that area, which will help sort of like activate the cells in those areas to work more better, and therefore it is a lot more easier, especially if you're massaging those areas and you're drinking tons and tons and tons of water. It will actually flush out all of those fat deposits for you. Last but not least, you can definitely wear clothing that don't accentuate those areas. So obviously avoid midriffs, avoid low-waisted pants, avoid just showing that area, and avoid wearing like skin tight clothing. For me personally, I always like to wear sort of like a baggier top, a loose fitted top, and then so it doesn't kind of show where my love handle starts and stops. So that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was somewhat helpful. If you have any more embarrassing questions, don't forget to message me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Do you guys notice that I look skinnier today? It's the angle. I know some of you guys commented I've gone fatter, and I have gone fatter, just to let you know I have. Because in Australia, we don't walk, okay? There is no subway, and you can't just hop in one stop and get to the next place and the same thing. It's just impossible. So we drive. I get fat, okay? Something I can do about it? I'm trying. I'm going cuckoo.